Alright, first day in Armenia. Colin will stay here since he's a bit sick. To heal himself, I will continue to explore this beautiful country. Inshallah, we meet soon somewhere. Right now I have my navigation pointed to Yerevan and it's only 397 kilometers. There was one more scenic road that I wanted to take to Yerevan, but this border zone is bombarded with Russian soldiers. Ask me where do I go, where I am from. I say Finlandia, going to Yerevan. They put me to ride on this main road towards Yerevan, so they definitely don't want foreigners or whatever, any people to be on the border zone. I think this land looks pretty good for agriculture, so why not? I could come here, buy some property, grow my own food, enjoy the views, learn some Armenian language, maybe some Russian, buy a Lada. Pretty sound idea. Finlandia. Magazine. Finlandia. Magazine.
No, magazine.
Need to buy beer and cigarettes. 530 drum per liter. $1 is 400. I'm using all my money here in Armenia. I need to get soon to some little bit cheaper country. That's a beautiful car. Old Soviet military UAZ. I think it's UAZ if I don't remember incorrectly. We had one of these on my service. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it did not work, but you could get everywhere with it when it did work. It's a beautiful car. But I think our UAZ only had 2 doors. This is a little bit bigger version even. Wow, I love that. If some of you guys want to do a trip with me, if you know about buying a car in Armenia, we could buy a Lada or an old UAZ and drive it back to Europe. Or 2 cars, why not? Kamu! So I've been talking about buying property from somewhere. I'm talking about that kind of property. Nice little cottage. And it's very nice location. Not too many people. And on the other side there is Azerbaijan. There is a lot of stuff built on the mountains. And of course flags. For the ones that don't know, that is the small part of Azerbaijan that is kind of split from the mainland. And what we didn't realize with Colin was that actually the Armenia-Turkey border is closed and has been closed for a long time. Well, fortunately these are small countries, so the distances are not too long. I think even from Yerevan to Tbilisi it's less than 300 kilometers. So I'm happy. Plus 300 days on the trip, I've become so comfortable I don't want to sleep outside anymore. An old Soviet school bus. That will be my shelter. Just a matter of time when the storm will reach me. Right now I'm dry, but that won't be the case for too long. I have two options. To get the tent inside there, since this doesn't have an engine or a gearbox anymore, and then I would have an option to pitch the tent there on that flat area, but it's full of broken glass, so not the best idea.
We are playing a game, and the game runs like this. The only thing you really know is what you can put into words. Let's suppose I love some girl rapturously, and somebody says to me, would you really love her? Or how am I going to prove this? Well, say, write poetry. Tell us all how much you love her, then we will believe you. So if I'm an artist and I can put this into words and convince everybody that I've written something.
I think everybody who's doing overland traveling for a longer time realizes how much cheaper in like former Soviet Union countries it is to buy from the local producers. In the West, it's always the complete opposite. You go to the supermarket, you can buy cheap stuff from there in bulk. I try to buy as much as possible from the local producers, and then I go camping, I make my dinner, then in the morning I make some eggs from the local farms, if possible. Buckwheat, aka Grichka. This is what I've been craving for since leaving Kyrgyzstan. That was the last former Soviet Union country. Then I went to China. I couldn't find buckwheat anywhere. But now, perfect buckwheat, Grichka, can be bought from any possible place in former Soviet Union. These goats and lambs, they are pretty curious animals and very playful. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Okay, one more time we were kind of pushed to cross the border. We couldn't find any shops to buy water or anything, so now I think we just have to cross the border. Okay, I guess we're crossing now. Hello, boss. No. Georgia. This video kind of ends one chapter of the journey. The stretch from Nepal to Turkey was the most demanding, both physically and mentally. From freezing temperatures in Nepal to burning deserts in Iran. More mental than mechanic breakdowns, except the one time I forgot to tighten my battery screws. I got to experience most of it in a good company, having philosophical conversations and heated arguments almost every morning after breakfast. getting to Turkey would have been much less fun all by myself. Thank you, Colin.
Hey, perkele, tol is een karro.
Ik kan het voelen niet.